Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates. In this video we're going to have a look at the latest on any snowfall and the potential for some very cold nights coming up, including tonight. And then we'll have a look at the breakdown of this colder spell as it will be ending sort of around this weekend, and we'll have a look at some precipitation charts for that as well. Do remember though, if you do enjoy my videos, make sure you like and subscribe as it really does help me out. So currently we are on the snow map for most of the UK, and you can see showers have started to die down this evening. There are still quite a few showers around, but they're not as intense and not as widespread. There's been quite a few snow showers sort of towards southern Northern Ireland and north of Dublin, parts of sort of southeast Ireland as well. There's potential for a few snow showers overnight tonight in southwestern areas, and then there's sort of a chance of quite decent snowfall over Kent. They've seen almost like a streamer coming through Kent this evening and afternoon. So they've had quite a lot of snow there, and it does look like those winds might veer more easterly. So we could be seeing a bit more snow for southeastern areas potentially. Further northward, still quite a few showers around, but they're nowhere near as intense as they were earlier today or even yesterday. And then towards Scotland again, snow showers have really petered out. That is because high pressure is sinking further southwards and the isopods are opening up a little bit. So it does look like the snow showers will be subsiding in northern areas for now at least, but it is going to allow the temperatures to drop really quite low. So we're currently looking at the current temperatures on the weather channel, and it shows you widely we are below freezing at the moment. Very, very cold conditions at the moment. Well below freezing, and you can see most areas around maybe -2, -3, maybe -4 degrees. But as you can see towards northern Scotland and eastern Scotland, it's getting well below freezing at the moment, and it could surpass -20 degrees in Scotland this evening, which would be the coldest temperature since 2010. So coldest temperature for a decade potentially tonight. And it is looking quite good, as I'm seeing updates on Twitter at the moment from Highland Weather, and they say that in Kinbrace it's currently -19 degrees. Now, it's not an official source. That would have to be verified by the Met Office probably tomorrow morning, whether we do reach that -20 degrees. But it is showing you that it is getting very, very cold over towards Scotland, and there is all the potential that the Met Office do say that we do reach below -20 degrees, coldest since the December to remember back in 2010. Now, it is going to be difficult to see exactly if that happens, because the Met Office can only really say officially if it is recorded at one of their official weather stations, but considering that it's already -19 and it's not even 9 p.m. in certain regions, then I suspect they probably will reach that -20 tonight. So it'll be interesting to see whether that does come off. So it just shows you how cold it is right now, with a bitterly cold air mass, and the dew point's feeling really low as well. Perhaps you've noticed today your mouth going a bit dry. That's because the dew points are so low. There's so little moisture in the air. Dew points getting down to potentially like -5 to -10 widely. So yeah, very cold dew points with that. You can see most parts of the country are quite cold, perhaps further towards southwest a little bit milder, but maybe -1 or -2 there. We also could be seeing some very cold conditions in East Anglia and the southeast, which is quite surprising, and it could be again as colder from it could be the coldest temperatures for many years in East Anglia and the southeast, because of the snow cover and the cold continental airflow with a very low dew points. The chance we could get down to maybe -10, -12, maybe even a localised -15 for the southeast. Elsewhere, it'll be very cold again, and again you could see localised -10, -15 out in the countryside. But for further northern areas, that's not too unusual in January, February to see maybe a -10 in the countryside. But yeah, very, very cold night coming up tonight, and it will probably continue for the rest of this week before temperatures start to pick up on Saturday, Sunday. If we look at the latest snow warning, you can see there's still a snow warning in force for eastern areas. The emphasis is really going to be shifted further westwards over the next couple of days. See, Thursday, you see still snow and ice warnings in the east, much more towards the coast. Further south and east, it's coming a little bit further inland. That's because the possibility of maybe a little Thames streamer potentially. It's not guaranteed, but it's just like winds are becoming more of an easterly direction. Further southwards, and it's closer to lower pressure, there's a higher chance of showers forming. But then there's snow and ice warning for the southwest and southwestern parts of Wales for weather fronts moving in, potentially giving a little bit of snow. We'll have a look at that later in the video. So there's a chance that you, especially in Wales and parts of southwest England, who haven't seen a lot of snow from this colder spell, might be able to see some snow in the next couple of days. It doesn't look like it's going to be amazingly disruptive, which is good, but a lot of people who do like snow may see some snow in the next couple of days. Friday, similar warnings, only snow showers further northwards, still a bit of a cold flow coming in, and then no snow in the southwest. For Saturday, potential for a more widespread snow event further northwards for the northwest and parts of the country, and parts of West Midlands, Wales, northwest England, getting to northern England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland as well. The widespread snow and ice warning, again, could be upgraded to a potential amber warning here or there if the models converge on sort of a solution for some heavier snow. So if we currently have a look at the GFS run, we'll go through the precipitation type first, and then we'll have a look at the min temperature that GFS is looking at. So as we run through, you can see still quite a few snow showers tonight before it does sort of dissipate through, and then you see the potential for a little Thames feature there early Thursday morning, maybe a little Thames streamer there. Interesting to see that. It's not too white there, just a speck, so maybe not being too intense, maybe just a few showers. And then you can see why we've got that warning in the southwest for weather fronts moving in. They are weakening, so it's not going to be particularly disruptive, but still a chance of some snow into Thursday and Friday before snow showers still in the northeast. And then we see weather fronts jump into that cold air. They do dissipate very quickly once they reach the block. So where those weather fronts do dissipate, we'll see quite a lot of snow. But areas just further eastward could see no snow where it does still. So that's why it'll be quite a fluid situation with those snow warnings. They could be refined, or you could see perhaps on these charts potentially an amber warning coming in force for parts of Wales, perhaps Northern Ireland, and far western parts of Scotland potentially with that. Beyond that, it generally does go wetter from the Atlantic. Potential for a bigger snow event on Monday. But it'll be a snow to rain event with rain on the back edge. As it's looking like milder air will eventually win out. We still do have sort of a southeasterly flow. I've seen people pointing this out, that although the upper air temperatures will be going a bit milder, we still have a bit of a continental flow because the higher pressure is to our east, lower pressure to our west, and we are putting up sort of a south or southeasterly wind. Now, at the moment, it's not a warm southeasterly wind, it's a bit milder, but coming off the continent where dew points are still low, that's why there's potential we can still see some snow next week, even though it's looking like it will be going milder. Beyond that, you see weather fronts jumping up from the south, and it does generally go a lot milder in the longer term. If we have a look at the minimum temperature tonight, you can see widespread frost overnight, very cold conditions. Again, GFS won't be, as it's not a high resolution model, it won't be particularly accurate with sort of Scottish glens. That's why by 6 a.m. on Thursday, which is probably the coldest point, it's only forecasting maybe minus 12, minus 14 potentially over towards northern Scotland. Again, it probably will be colder than that, and it is already colder than that. If you further south and eastwards, you'll see maybe a minus 7 or minus 8 potentially down there, and it could be, again, a little bit colder where we do see the combination of snow cover, clear skies, etc. That could produce a bit colder temperatures. So yeah, very interesting conditions, very cold temperatures tonight. So do be wary tomorrow of any ice and significant frost as well. And if you are up early tomorrow morning, make sure you do wrap up, as it will be a significant wind chill as well, feeling bitterly cold outside. And I wouldn't rule out getting maybe a bit of hypothermia if you're out there for too long, or perhaps even sort of preliminary stages of sort of frostbite if you don't wear gloves for a period of time. So really do, if you are going to go out in these cold temperatures tomorrow morning, make sure you do wrap up warm. As we head through the day, though, it does get warmer again. Warm is a bit of an overestimate. it gets milder to around freezing to maybe 1 degree, and perhaps some areas not even getting above freezing. So it will be getting a little bit milder compared to tonight, before it does drop very cold again for Friday morning. So it's looking like very cold coming up the next couple of days while these snow showers sort of peter out. If we have a look at the GEM run, you can see cold snow showers coming in from the east at the moment, and then we see weather fronts coming in, and you see the most snow is further south and westwards, and parts of Ireland as well, seeing quite a lot of snow as the weather fronts peter out. You see some snow from northeastern areas, a few snow showers coming in, and then you see the weather fronts having another go and getting to the similar point. So southwestern areas, Wales, Northern Ireland, parts of Ireland as well, could see quite a lot of snow over Friday, Saturday. Again, it'll be difficult to see where the mild air will dig in, as it will be quite fine margins. But where you do see that snow, it does look like you could be seeing a decent amount with that. But as we move through, it looks like a more active weather front moves through and provides a snow event for most of the country before turning back to rain on its back edge, bringing much milder air in with a southwesterly flow. So yeah, in the long run, GM's going a lot milder, but it's showing some potential smaller snow events in the short term. If we look at the temperature map, you can see tonight it gets very cold. The GM is a bit more accurate with the temperatures, so by 6 a.m, maybe minus 17, minus 18, minus 5 or 6 in the southeast. Expecting perhaps to be a little bit colder than that, but it'll be, again, it's difficult, as the coldest temperatures will be over where there's snow cover, where they see the clearest skies, further away from London. So yeah, it could be a localised minus 7, minus 8, but widely sort of minus 5, minus 6, and then over towards Scotland, maybe minus 17, minus 18 or below. Very cold. Tomorrow highs getting only to maybe, again, GM is a bit colder, maybe minus 1, minus 2 highs in the southeast, maybe only minus 4 as a high, which is bitterly cold. Incredible. I suspect that might not come off, maybe in some localised spots with some snow cover, but again, widely only hardly getting above freezing before getting very cold again over Friday night. And you can see the milder air, which is going to bring that potential snow for southwestern areas coming back in. If we finally have a look at the icon model for precipitation types, you can see snow showers in the east this evening, petering out a little bit, and then we see weather fronts coming in from the southwest, potentially giving it a bit of snow. Parts of Ireland as well, seeing some snow. And then a more active weather front moves in, and that does make its way to sort of the central area of England, finding quite a lot of snow for western areas, maybe a bit more rain in the southwest of England, southwest parts of Wales, and for most of Ireland, probably rain. Initially snow, but probably rain on its back edge as introducing milder air, but it does really stall that weather front and peter out as it gets sort of central England before another weather front makes through and brings much milder temperatures in. So yeah, a similar breakdown, but not exactly the same. And if we have a look at the temperatures, you can see overnight tonight, if we look at 6 a.m, you can see minus 14, minus 15 over Scotland, maybe minus 8, maybe minus 9 for southeastern areas. Again, it's interesting, the icon looking more accurate for what the estimates are in southeastern areas, but not as accurate in northern parts of Scotland. So yeah, these are the general idea, but I suspect some localised areas could see a little bit colder than maybe minus 8, minus 9, and definitely over Scotland, maybe minus 20 degrees could be hit. As we move through into Thursday, you can see the high on Thursday is only, wow, that is bitterly cold on Thursday. Wow, minus 8 still at midday on Thursday. Bitterly cold. And then 3 p.m. getting to maybe minus 1, minus 2. So very cold on that on this icon run. Bitterly cold. That's exceptional. Minus 8 degrees at midday in parts of East Anglia. I suspect that won't happen. That might just be icon overestimating the amount of snow cover and how long the cold will linger overnight. But very interesting to see that for dropping down very cold again tomorrow night, maybe minus 5, minus 6. So yeah, very cold conditions can be coming up. Possibly the coldest temperatures in a decade. Really quite exceptional from this colder spell, but it should be coming to the end towards this weekend, and it does definitely look like milder air will be coming in for at least a time next week. Beyond that, it still looks uncertain, and I'll probably do an update tomorrow looking at some of the longer range and mid-range models for what potential there is. So anyway, hope you stay safe out there when you're in these colder temperatures, and if you do see any of that snow, especially in western areas, make sure you do stay safe. There could be some freezing rain around again across this weekend, and we might have a look at that again nearer the time, so it's very difficult to look at that too far out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again for another video tomorrow.